Breathe with me now, weary kin of the north. Inhale the cool, damp mist of the gouger, and exhale the day's fleeting shadows. We are travelling back now, 10,000 years into the deep past, to a land where the ice has just retreated, leaving a fresh, silent world. Breathe in deeply now, the cool, damp scent of subarctic moss filling your lungs, grounding you like ancient roots. You are a wanderer of the Swiderian culture. In your hand, you carry a single, precious blade of chocolate-coloured flint, brought from far-off southern lands. Feel its razor-sharp edge, its cool, smooth surface. You do not need a mountain of possessions. You have this one, perfect, tool. It is enough. You are light. You are mobile. You are free. The climate warms. The reindeer move north, and the Kunda people step into the new rising forests. Flint is rare now, so we turn to the elk and the forest bounty. Listen to the focused, quiet rhythm of the ancient artisan. Scrape, scrape, scrape. They are carving a barbed harpoon from a shed antler, forging tools from the renewable gift of the woods. This is the sound of deep adaptation. When the world changes, you do not break. You simply reshape. Imagine your daily worries as that raw antler. Let the artisan's steady hand carve them into something purposeful, into something calm. We move deep inland now, to the Lake Lubens depression. Here, in the heart of the great forest, the amber arrives from the coast, travelling hundreds of kilometres to find its form. You are sitting in a specialised workshop, surrounded by sun tears. Hear the friction of the tools, smoothing the raw coastal resin, turning a sun-warmed tear into a treasure far from the sea. As the amber becomes clear, feel your own mind clearing. The rough crust of the day falls away, leaving only the golden, warm light of your own core. The ages turn, and we enter the Iron Age. We no longer wait for expensive imports. We find our strength in the Latvian swamps. Breathe in the earthy metallic scent of the bog ore, the iron of the wetlands. It is a humble, orange-tinted rock found deep in the mud, but within it lies the strength of the plough and the security of the harvest. This iron fosters your self-reliance. You do not need the world's permission to be strong. You have the iron of the earth within you. Feel your limbs grow heavy, like forged iron, sinking comfortably into your bed. We walk now into Jersica, the great Latgalian capital on the hill. Your feet find the log-paved streets. Hear that muffled, steady rhythm of footsteps on wood, the sound softened by generations of settled communal life. This is a city built of log and wisdom. The Daugava River flows below, the great economic spine, silently connecting your village to the vast networks of the world. Everything is connected. You are part of a sophisticated, settled world. There is a place for you here. There is safety in the communal rhythm. There is peace in the paved path. Consider the ancient graves of Zvenieki. Here, there are no rigid divides. Stone tools rest in the hands of women, children, and elders alike. The symbolic value of the tool extends to every soul. Everyone is a provider. Everyone is a craftsman. Everyone is valued. Feel the weight of this communal dignity. You do not have to earn your rest tonight through labour. Your value is inherent, etched in the soil with quiet equity. You are a part of the kinship band. You are whole. You are enough. We climb now to the top of Kivutkalns. The hill fort is built directly over the ancestral cemetery, symbolically linking the defence of the living to the power of the sacred dead. You are standing on a foundation of those who came before, guaranteeing permanence. Feel the security of being anchored. The wind may whistle outside the wooden palisade, but the walls are strong, and the ancestors are silent guardians beneath your feet. You are never truly alone. On your chest, you wear a bronze rosette pin. It is a mirror to Sol, the sun goddess, whose steady chariot wheels the fertile year. Trace the circular edges with your mind, over and over. It is a cosmic vow. Light's return is unyielding. Her energy moves the year forward, regardless of the winter storms. Your breath is the rhythm of that chariot. Inhale the gold and exhale the grey. You are moving in a predictable, cosmic arc toward the dawn. Look up now at the vast, silent expanse. This is the domain of Dievs, the Sky Father. He is the distant creator, the guardian of universal order. He does not judge. He does not interfere. He simply maintains the steady path of the stars. Under his detached watch, there is no anxiety. The universe is functioning exactly as it should. You are a small, safe, part of a massive, peaceful machine. Let the scale of the sky quiet the scale of your thoughts. In the merchant's hut along the bank, the hack silver is being weighed. Clink, clink. Massive hoards of silver dirhams are cut into small, precise fragments. Each one represents a piece of your day. Weigh them on the internal scale of your mind. Acknowledge them, and then let the merchant take them. Your debts are paid. Your day is settled. You are unburdened. You are free of the weight of exchange. We enter the Elka birds, the sacred grove of the Curonian kings. Even when the world outside was changed by foreign rule, this grove remained an island of unwavering faith, protected and venerated deep within the woods. It is the place that cannot be conquered. Step into the shade of the ancient oaks. This is your inner sanctuary. No stress can enter here. No demand can find you. You are in the protected shade of the eternal. As the sun touches the edge of the horizon, casting long, honeyed shadows across the clearing, the rhythm of the day begins to change. Outside, the great forests of oak and lime breathe a deep, cool sigh, releasing the scent of pine needles and damp fern into the evening air. You can hear the distant, rhythmic call of the cranes as they settle in the marshlands, their voices echoing across the water like the fading notes of an ancient song. Around you, the people of the clearing are moving with a quiet, deliberate grace. The men are returning from the deep woods, the scent of fresh-cut timber and wild herbs clinging to their woolen tunics. They lean their heavy tools against the weathered logs of the longhouse. Their labour finished, their strength returned to the earth. The women are stepping away from the heavy looms. The steady, wooden clacking of the shuttle finally falling silent. They move toward the hearths, their hands soft with the lanolin of the wool, now busy with the evening's final chores. You hear the soft, low lowing of the cattle as they are led into the warmth of the barn, their breath rising like silver steam in the cooling twilight. There is no rush here, no urgency, only the steady ancient cycle of the season. Children are sitting in the tall grass, their laughter hushed and melodic, as they gather the last of the wild berries or chase the fireflies that dance near the river's edge. Inside the longhouse, the elder sits by the fire, his fingers moving slowly, rhythmically, across the strings of the wooden cocal. The music is a soft, shimmering drone, mirroring the flow of the Daugava, carrying the stories of the ancestors into the shadows of the rafters. The air is thick with the comforting aroma of wood smoke, baking bread, and the sweetness of wild honey. You feel the warmth of the hearth on your skin, a steady, orange glow that banishes the coming chill. As the embers of the central fire pulse with a deep, rhythmic orange, the elder leans forward, his face a map of the seasons we have endured. He beckons you closer to the place where the warmth is steadiest. Listen now to his voice, a low, gravelly whisper that carries the weight of the forest and the resilience of the iron.
Grandchild, sit by the hearth. Where the fire is made from wood we cut ourselves. This is our small victory on land that no longer belongs to us. Listen to the wind outside. It no longer carries the joyous songs of the old hill forts, but the cold weight of the Terra Mariana, the foreign kingdom built upon our conquered soil. I am old enough to remember the stories, the way the world was before the strangers came sailing up the Daugava, turning our great river artery into a path of conquest. Our old world was not a wilderness. It was a mosaic of confident, powerful realms. The memory of Jersica, our Latgalian capital, with its organized log-paved streets and its powerful kings, now seems like a dream. Our leaders were pushed into the shadows. Our warriors met the heavy cavalry of the Sword Brothers, and what was lost was not just land, but our sovereignty. We once traded our amber and fur for silver as masters of our own fate. Now, we are called the Undeutsch, bound to the soil to produce grain for masters in the city of Riga. They believe they have severed our connection to the old ways by washing our faces with their holy water, but they do not see what lies beneath. Listen closely, for this is the wisdom that endures when the stone walls crumble. Our truth was never found in foreign silver, but in the patience and adaptability of the ancestors. Carry these 4 truths in your heart like a hidden flame. First, remember the deep resourcefulness. The ancestors who first settled this land taught us that if the finest materials are scarce, like the high-quality flint brought from the far south thousands of years ago, we must conserve what we have. Later, when the metals of the world were denied to us, we learned to extract iron from the swamp bog ore itself, making ourselves independent of the world. This is the truth. You can always find sustenance and strength in the closest earth, no matter how hard the rulers press you. Strength is not something you buy. It is something you find in the mud and the fire. Second, remember the shared dignity of labor. Do not let the new hierarchy tell you who you are or what your worth is. The stories of the ancient graves at Zveinieki tell us that stone tools were placed not just with the hunters, but with women and children. The dignity of craftsmanship, the honor of provision, these belong to every soul. Your labor, though forced by the hand of another, retains its intrinsic value. No one can steal the sacredness of a hand that creates. Third, remember the small acts of faith. The invaders built their grand stone castles, but our true sanctuaries are invisible. We maintain a dual faith. We keep the gentle grass snake, the Zalktis, in the barn, offering it milk and honoring it as the vessel for our ancestral spirits. We will always observe the Velulaiks, the time of the dead, quietly setting out food in the late autumn so our ancestors remain near. Even the great knights could not stop the Curonian kings from protecting their sacred groves. The foreign faith may control the stone church, but our gods endure in the shadows of the home and the silence of the forest. And finally, remember the power of essence. Think of the Curonians, the fierce Vikings of our coast. When they prepared for the next world, they did not carry the weight of heavy armor. They took only miniature artifacts, tiny pots, model scythes, the symbolic spark of a life's purpose. This is the ultimate freedom, to face the journey ahead. You do not need the burden of heavy labor, only the essential truths of your culture. Carry only what is essential, and you will remain free, even if your body is bound. The culture has not eroded, grandchild. It has gone underground. It is hidden in the snake that guards the hearth, in the soil that gives us iron, and in the unspoken understanding that every person's craft holds sacred value. We survived the reindeer's retreat, the ancient feuds, and the shifting of the ice. We will survive this.
The elder leans back, his eyes reflecting the dying sparks. The weight of his words settles over you, like a warm, heavy cloak. The history of your people is not a record of what was taken, but a testament to what was kept. The thread remains unbroken. The amber is still polished in the dark. The silver is still weighed in the heart. The grove is silent, and you are safe within it. Finally, we prepare for the long journey. Like the Curonian miniatures, you set down your heavy tools. You do not need the full-sized axe, the heavy plough, or the weight of the harvest for the world of dreams. You take only the tiny Homa clay essence, the symbolic spark of what you have loved. You are light as a feather, drifting on the rising smoke. The thread is unbroken. The amber is polished. The silver is weighed. The grove is silent. You are safe within it. Sleep well.